What's up, s'mores? I'm Shannon Morse. Welcome to my YouTube channel all about travel and technology. Today I am so excited because we are going to talk about CES 2020 and my predictions and some expectations. Now, I will be at CES from Sunday, which is hopefully the day you are seeing this, all the way up through Thursday. So I will have tons of content for the entire week. Make sure that you subscribe because I will have lots of videos. I promise you, there will be tons of videos. I have meetings set up. I don't know if I'm going to sleep. Hopefully I will. Starbucks will be a blessing for the entire time that I'm there. It's gonna be great. I am not quite at CES in Las Vegas yet, obviously. I am still in my home studio with all the Sailor Moon memorabilia behind me, but I do have a little bit of information about what kind of predictions I have, given that I have been going to CES for so long. I do notice some pretty interesting trends, so I wanted to share those with you today. But before I get started, I did want to say thank you so much to Lenovo for sponsoring me at CES 2020. Lenovo is bringing smarter technology to all by envisioning this world where people and businesses have access to the tools they need, the tech they need, to get their job done. Inclusiveness, trustworthiness, and sustainability is what Lenovo is trying to bring to our digital society, because that's what we are now, a digital society. Lenovo has been designing, engineering, and building the world's most complete portfolio of smart devices and infrastructure. And that kind of makes sense given that Lenovo is actually in 180 different markets worldwide. Lenovo is leading an intelligent transformation by creating better experiences and opportunities for their customers around the world. Check out everything Lenovo has to offer over at Lenovo.com, and they are announcing a slew of products and devices here at CES. So hit up Lenovo.com/CES to learn more about all these new tech, beautiful devices. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to Lenovo for sponsoring me, and I look forward to sharing more with you during CES 2020. Now, let's talk about some predictions and some expectations. I want to start with 5G. We saw a little bit of news coming out about 5G last year at CES 2019. We've also seen some testing start to happen around the world where 5G is actually available. Now, Qualcomm's president did come out and say that he expects every single flagship smartphone that comes out this year to be 5G capable. So I fully expect 5G to be the norm this year when we see smartphone devices announced during CES 2020. I also think we will see laptops and tablets with 5G built in. Now, in that case, maybe we will see different models where 5G is available, some that are less expensive that do not have that capability, but I do think it is going to be a flagship norm. Now, ISPs are still probably a little bit too slow overall, not necessarily for every market, but overall for Wi-Fi 6 and 802.11ax. With that said, I do think that we will see more networking devices like Wi-Fi routers, for example, with Wi-Fi 6 capabilities, which will give us much faster wireless internet capabilities in our own homes. Now, clients are still slow to adopt Wi-Fi 6. I'm hoping that we will see some client devices too at CES that do introduce this as an option or as the flagship norm again. But I'm really curious to see if we are going to see a lot more Wi-Fi 6. It's probably still a few years out before that becomes something that every household has, but hopefully that happens quickly. Now let's talk foldables. Everybody's favorite. Foldables are still way too expensive. I would love to see some smartphones that are sub $1,000 that do have a foldable screen. Now, I am not talking about dual screens. We have seen those as well. I am specifically talking about and speaking to foldable devices, especially smartphones, sub $1,000, which we have not necessarily seen yet, even from brands that we don't necessarily get here in America. Now, this one may be way out there, but we did see an announcement from Lenovo, I think it was last year, and that was a foldable laptop. So hopefully we will see some laptops and some tablets and maybe even like gaming devices. I don't know, I'm throwing it out there. I would love to see these come to fruition as well during 2020, but I have a feeling that they're all going to be way too expensive for like me to be able to purchase as a normal consumer. Next up is TVs. Now, of course, we will probably see some amazing new technology going into the screens and the displays themselves, as well as computer monitors. We will probably see some awesome monitors while we're there. But one thing I'm expecting is streaming integrations. I know this one is kind of like throwing a curveball, but we have Disney Plus now, we have HBO Max, we have Peacock from NBC, right? We have that Quibi one that I'm not super familiar with. There's so many different streaming opportunities now. I have a feeling that all of these big name brands for TVs like Samsung and LG, for example, are going to have a lot of streaming integrations built into their smart TVs. Whether you want that or not is entirely up to you. Personally, I still just use Netflix and Hulu, and that's it because I'm poor. So I don't necessarily subscribe to all of the streaming integrations, but I feel like every single smart TV that we see there at the show floor is going to have like all of these built in. LG is planning to announce the real 8K TVs, the licensed official ones, at the show floor, so hopefully I will get to see those in person. I'm really excited to see them because their TVs are gorgeous, but I think 8K Ultra HD TVs are also going to be a really big thing at the show as well. Samsung apparently is going to have a QLED TV that has 0 bezel. It's not going to be like a tiny bezel, it will be 0 bezel. I don't know how they're going to make that technology work, but I'm definitely going to check that out if they have it on the floor. I'm expecting to see smaller OLED TVs, like smaller than 55 inches. Hopefully that technology is built into smaller TVs because that means they would be less expensive as well, which is wonderful. Transparent LED displays, because we all need that for some reason. We really don't. And my guess, we will probably see smart assistant displays in every single thing that we see, and they will probably be integrated with Google and Alexa. Those two devices, those two assistants are still battling it out. Neither of them have claimed the entire foothold of the world. They're still at it. So I expect that we will see both of those built into all sorts of devices. I think that smart displays are not only going to be in fridges, I think we'll probably see like an oven with a smart display on the front of it, which why would you do that? It's going to be really hot, so maybe not. Microwaves. Oh, I think that was already a thing. In last year, I'm pretty sure there was a smart display already built into a microwave, so scratch that one. Cups. Just kidding. That's a terrible idea. We'll see hubless smart home devices. We'll see fancy new hub devices. We will probably see fancy photo frames and other smart displays and things everywhere. DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, point and shoots are not dead. There is still a market for those, especially professionally. I think that companies like Sony, for example, are paying attention to that vlogger market because they know that there is a market. So there is still a market for point and shoot cameras and for nice mainstream like video and photography products, because not everybody wants to record or take photos on their smartphone. There's still a place for that high megapixel, really beautiful quality, large scale photography. Now, and lastly, and this one, I'm gonna put it out there into the universe and hopefully it happens. I want to see more focus on privacy and security. In the past, practically every year I go to CES, I'm always asking these PR companies, oh, well, what kind of encryption standard do you use? What's the protocol for this? Like, do you have third-party audits? Like, have you experienced any vulnerabilities? Like, they never know how to answer any of these, and you can tell because the PR people always glaze over and they're just like,
oh, well, if you email us, I'm sure I can get you in contact with the right person.
No, I want the answers right there on the show floor. Start bringing your security and privacy people to CES for people like me that understand this shit and can actually test it in our own home networks. Hello, Wireshark. If you don't know what Wireshark is, you need to start bringing the people that do know what Wireshark is to CES so that I can get the answers that are important to me and that are important to my audience. Excuse me for venting, but I am just putting this information into the universe. I really hope that companies start paying attention to security and privacy because I am so tired of walking into the smart home or like the sex tech area or the drone area and hearing about all of the these vulnerabilities for these companies that I'm seeing on the show floor. It's tiring. I'm sick of it. Make sure you're securing your products before you bring them to market because I don't want my family to get hacked. Thank you very much. I am done here. Okay? Okay. Lord, I need a beer. God. Sorry for venting. Can you tell that I am extremely passionate about security and privacy? If that's not obvious already, please subscribe. I have plenty of security and privacy content on this channel. Oh Lord, next week is gonna be crazy. Whew. We're probably gonna see a ton of stuff coming out of the automotive industry. We are going to see sex tech while it's there because finally it's accepted at the CES show floor. We're gonna see some drones, maybe a little bit of 3D printers. However, that has been dwindling at CES, and we are going to see tons of TVs, smart appliances, smartphones, laptops, gaming peripherals, everything. So make sure to subscribe because I have tons and tons of content coming out on the channel this week. All right, that is it for my CES expectations and predictions. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Like and comment below if you have any questions. And I will see you probably tomorrow with more videos from CES. I am so excited. Also, if you want to get live updates from the show floor and everything that I am seeing there, because my videos, they will get uploaded to my editor. Thank you, Colleen, and they will get downloaded back to me before I can upload them to YouTube. It's a whole thing. So those will take a little bit longer to get out. So you'll probably see a delay between like news articles and my videos by a few hours at least. So if you want to get live coverage as soon as I'm seeing things, make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm at Snubs. Thank you so much to my s'mores and my patrons. I'm Shannon Morse, and I will see you at CES. Bye.